guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna be doing the Lazarus makeup. This is the new movie from Olivia Wilde, and I found out a picture that Olivia shared in her social media, which has a makeup of this kind of effect, which is kind of chalkboard burn, but in the ashes on her face, something like that. So if you wanna know how we do it, just keep on watching. The products are very useful to have it. A black pencil, a gray shadow that can be substituted for the black eyeshadow I'm going to be using. Also a beige eyeshadow, a black eyeliner. Going to be using also a white jumbo, white pencil, white eyeshadow. Also foundation, this can skip it if you man. And these are lenses that I'm going to be applying. This is going to be the black Titan, which are very wide, opaque type of lenses. And don't worry if it's difficult for you to put it. Here are 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, well, a few more times tried to put this lens on and finally I got it. That's why I put in first, because I'm very rubbish to put lenses and normally they my eyes water. So the first thing I'm going to be using is a foundation. I'm going to be applying all over my face. If you're a man, if you're doing this makeup for a man, you can skip this. This is not necessary. This is just to give a more flawless finish for the face if you're doing in a woman. Take your black pencil. I suggest to go for a cream formula. Apply a base all over your lid and also on the bottom lash line. This doesn't need to be perfect, it's just a base, don't worry. You can blend it with your finger, with a Q-tip, with a brush, whatever you have on hand. And again, don't worry, it doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, now move to the next step. A black eyeshadow has to be matte because we need a very opaque finish. Just apply all over the areas we apply the pencil first. And again, don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect at all. We're creating a kind of demon possessions type of effect. One thing that I suggest is to go a little bit higher up at the crease to create a little more realistic type of blur in the eyes. And to avoid looking like a black smoky eye, I'm gonna go further into the tethered area just to apply a little more kind of horror type of effect. Back to the pencil, start drawing some shapes. It's going to be the burn chalkboard type of effect. Don't do it smoothly, do it roughly with kind of this square type of effect shaped around. Do fuse on the face and few on the neck. Once everything is done, just fill in a little bit with a pencil to create a little more product in there. And this is why we need a creamy pencil. We're gonna be blending everything toward the central. We're gonna be creating again one base. You don't need that much of a black eyeshadow product to be that deep dark black product, because we're creating a gray dark base underneath, so just blended everything toward the inside. As we did in the previous step on the eyes, we're gonna be filling everything with the black eyeshadow. I'm going to suggest you first of all to apply with a wider brush and then go again closer to the borders with a finer pointed brush, whatever you have on hand, just to fill in the entire area. Now take a fine brush and dip it in water and then take again the black eyeshadow and start creating vertical and horizontal lines. These will create a little more intense effect, don't worry, we'll dry out some of them, but it'll give some intensity. Then I tried to do the same with the beige eyeshadow, but it didn't really work. So I decided to go and just apply the beige eyeshadow in random areas with a blending brush. Here where it comes the part that you can substitute the black and beige eyeshadow. For the gray one, just one, just this mix of these two black and beige eyeshadow create kind of a grayish shade. So you can just apply a gray eyeshadow if you don't have the chance to have different shades. And then once everything is applied randomly around all the black areas, we're gonna go back again with a black gel eyeliner. We're gonna create again the same lines, vertical and horizontal. This will create a more intense effect. Now we're gonna overline the entire design with the black gel liner. If you don't have the gel liner, you can do everything that we have done with the gel liner with the same mixture of red brush and black eyeshadow. Then I'm gonna take a white pencil. You can go for a white cream or white eyeshadow, whatever you have white. We're gonna do exactly the same we did with the black, but with the white on the other side of the design, so in the outer part. Blend a little bit the white color we applied, and this contrast of black and white will create the volume. We can apply a little bit of darker border on the inside of the drawing by applying a little more black eyeshadow. This is completely optional. And then we're gonna start creating some veins going outside from the drawing, so like going from the burning areas and also on the eye areas, just to create this very like a demony type of effect. And again, you can do this with a wet brush and the black eyeshadow. I'm gonna apply a little bit of black eyeshadow on my lips, and also I'm gonna loose my hair and slick it a little bit backwards, and that's it. Well guys, I hope you like this effect. It's very realistic and you don't have that much to do in it, just to work on the shadows and the highlights, and that creates the effect of volume without actually having to use any product that creates volume, like 3D effect or nothing like that. So it's very easy. I hope you liked it. As always, if you do so, please give me a thumbs up to this video. I really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, you have the button right there, just subscribe. You don't miss any of my tutorials. And as always, I will ask you your comments or I don't know, anything that you think about this video you want to share with me, or any request that you may have to do the next video. Just let me below and in a comment just below. And as always, thanks so much for spending time with me. Be happy and see you next one. Ciao, ciao.